Championship Wrestling alongside Hall of Famer Jim Ross. I'm Chris Russo. Seth Rollins defending his title tonight against former Florida Heavyweight Champion Bo Rotundo.
Well, without a doubt, it's the most exciting night that I can ever recall in SCW. This is a match that I've personally been waiting on a long, long time. It's going to be our main event. It's here tonight. I cannot wait.
But first, let's get right to the ring.
The following contest is a six-man tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, with a combined weight of 615 pounds, the team of Jason Jordan, Mike Dalton, and C.J. Parker.
Well, JR, I got to tell you, the Indianapolis Colts can keep Andrew Luck. If I'm building a team, I'm drafting these three superstars right here. C.J. Parker, Mike Dalton, Jason Jordan, a tremendous young force here in FCW.
WWE's done a great job of signing some outstanding young athletes, and you're looking at three of them.
And their opponents, with a combined weight of 775 pounds, the team of Zero, Garrett Dillon, and Alexander Rusev.
Little international flavor here, JR, don't you agree?
Well, we have a man from Bulgaria, a man from Japan, and a man from parts unknown. Garrett Dillon. Too bad that Jiro doesn't have the last name. I kind of feel sorry for the young man from the Far East. I'll tell you this, Rusev is a big, strong, thick individual.
Former Olympic prospect in powerlifting, taking that strength here to the WWE, and here in a very relative short amount of time, I think Rusev has done a fantastic job of showcasing that incredible strength.
Garrett Dillon looks like the son of someone famous. I think maybe the illegitimate son of Arn Anderson, but I'm not. That's only a rumor. I'm sure it has no basis in truth.
Well, I think if Garrett Dillon can be a fifth, a sixth as good as Hall of Famer Arn Anderson, then WWE certainly would have strike gold with a signing like that.
So it's Jiro starting out against C.J. Parker. Parker's another dynamic young athlete. A beautiful arm drag takedown. These men trying to turn the heads of WWE dignitaries and luminaries that are looming large here in Tampa tonight.
You never know who's going to show up. You never know who's going to be scouting talent here in FCW. Whoa!
Nice double team. Mike Dalton.
Oh, innovative roll up there.
Trained by Lance Storm. Channeling his inner Ricky Morton there moments ago with that double monkey flip out of the corner.
And here's my pick here. #1 overall pick in my book, the blue chipper Jason Jordan. I mean, look at him. What a physical specimen that superstar is.
Jordan from Indiana, wrestled for the University of Indiana, making him, Chris, then a Hoosier. So now we have a Hoosier versus a Bulgarian.
Is there any bad blood between Indiana and Oklahoma?
No.
All right.
One thing they have in common is they both end in vowels.
And they enjoy the color red.
Well, Indiana's red, Oklahoma's crimson, but that's a minor point. Nice arm bar. The thing here when you wrestle a big, strong guy like Rusev, you destroy the vertical base or that happens.
And this is not a good position right now for Jason Jordan, isolated far away from his team, his side.
Garrett Dillon got the tag.
Whoa!
Nice elevation by a very powerful former amateur star at the University of Indiana.
It's very impressive to see the way that Jason Jordan has translated the amateur game here into the squared circle.
That hot shot-like maneuver by Garrett Dillon effective on Jason Jordan.
Very smart there by the youngster in SCW. Again, Garrett Dillon isolating Jason Jordan, the name of the game.
And look at the corner that Jordan has been isolated. It is in the wrong zip code.
This Garrett Dillon, I tell you what, certainly has come a long way. Been partnering with James Bronson as of late as well. I mean, the future's very bright for a superstar such as Garrett Dillon.
James Bronson, a very dangerous man. arguably the most interesting man in the world. And the Giro. Is that, am I saying that right?
Yes, you are.
Giro.
Not gyro, not gyro, Giro. Whoa!
Nice food reference by Chris Russo on my behalf as Mike Dalton, again, the Lance Storm trainee, all the way from Calgary, Alberta, showing some explosion.
Well, you would expect nothing less from a former Florida heavyweight champion, firing on all cylinders.
I like the passion of Mike Dalton.
Ooh.
Arm wringer. Leg sweep, nice takedown.
I think it's just taking out just about everybody.
These six-man tags are so hard to officiate. One set of eyes on trying to maintain control over 6 people.
Oh, that's why they pay the referees the big bucks here in FCW. Oh, watch out. Hold on a second. Whoa, what is Rusev doing in there? Oh!
Using his strength and power. Rusev dancing with what brung him, as they say. And Giro trying to control, does. Right back in the corner, and Garrett Dillon makes the tag. He will be legal.
You know, a lot of people say, well, Garrett Dillon doesn't have 8-pack abs. It doesn't look to be in tremendous shape. But, I mean, the guy is strong as an ox. I mean, certainly working with another fellow strong ox like Alexander Rusev.
Torso being assaulted by both Dillon and Rusev on Dalton, who's isolated in the corner. Very good strategy by this 6-man tag. And I would suggest that this is the first time that we've seen this exact combination in a 6-man tag team matchup.
Usually very hard to develop chemistry when tag teams like this or 3-man tags are put together. But you got to hand it to Rusev and his team for doing a good job right now.
Still to come, ladies and gentlemen, the much anticipated Florida Heavyweight Championship match. Bo Rotunda challenging Seth Rollins, 2 of the most popular superstars in FCW. Have to come tonight is our main event. So we picked a great night to be with us, and we're glad that you are. More power. That was a powerful hip lock, and notice Rusev doesn't lose control, doesn't lose contact with the body. Look at this. It's 3 in a row. That's like getting 3 body slams and make it a quartet.
Well, this is typically a quintessential matchup of speed versus power.
Lateral body press by a 275-pounder.
Right now, the advantage certainly goes to power. Another cover.
A rather weak kick out by Mike Dalton. Just enough to get a shoulder off the canvas.
You try kicking out of 300 pounds on top of you. Very difficult.
Well, before I was married, but that's another story. And Dalton is a legal man. Giro is been tagged in. Let's see what he's got to bring. We'll have a different style, different culture, different body type.
Listen to this. Yowzers. And that's what Giro's known for. They're those quick and vicious chops.
Cover, lateral press, hook with the far leg, but handed to Dalton, able to kick out. Quick tag, nice teamwork. We're seeing nice teamwork on a night where the anticipations and the emotions are running high here on FCW.
Certainly with such a highly anticipated match, hold on, another cover here. Such a highly anticipated match, certainly being viewed by many across the world, all over. Each one of these FCW superstars want to make a tremendous impact no matter where they are in tonight's show.
Nice slam, follows it up with a sledge. And the cover by Garrett Dillon. A man that I do think has some tendencies of Martin Anderson in all seriousness. Same body type. Certainly would love to see this young man have the same level of success as a WWE Hall of Famer. And Mike Dalton continues doing what we've seen him do every week here, and that's compete. Oh! Ian Zaguri scores. C.J. Parker gets the tag, and the pace has quickened very suddenly.
With a fresh participant there, C.J. Parker, ready to level anybody. Whoa!
Oh, look at the double drop kick by Parker, eliminating a tag opportunity for Garrett Dillon.
Garrett Dillon, the lone wolf here in this matchup right now. Look out below.
Flying a headbutt off the top and the cover, and that should have got it, but the adversaries were there to intervene.
Oh, watch out outside!
Incoming to the concrete.
It's very unforgiving out there, but that's what happens when you have so many superstars in one match, and CJ better turn around.
Well, the two illegal men are now in the ring. Parker and Dillon.
Oh, by the hair!
And a nice roll-up.
Look at this!
Ankles hooked.
Impressive
Here are your
victory.
winners, the team of Mike Dalton, Jason Jordan, and CJ Parker.
Well, JR, usually CJ Parker, very much the Taoist in his principles, goes with the flow, and well, that time CJ Parker took control, saw his opportunity, and went with the flow.
Three outstanding young athletes emerging victorious here on an epic night, an historic night here in SCW. For tonight, we will see the battle for the SCW heavyweight title as Seth Rollins defends against Bo Rotunda. That is our main event, and that is still to come.
The following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, from Johannesburg, South Africa, weighing in at 220 pounds, Leo Kruger.
You know, JR, Leo Kruger, if his match against Bo Rotunda 2 weeks ago had gone any differently, we could have been seeing Kruger in the main event tonight against Seth Rollins.
You're right, back here on Florida Championship Wrestling, and Leo Kruger is a very angry man. He's still seething over what occurred 2 weeks ago. He thinks he should be in the Florida Heavyweight Championship match tonight, not Bo Rotunda. That is not the case, and will this man pay the price?
And his opponent, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 215 pounds, Aiden English.
Well, for Aiden English, it's been a bit of an unfortunate start here at the FCW Arena. 0 for 2 right now in his young career. When you're matched up against the likes of Rick Victor and Bray Wyatt, and now tonight Leo Kruger, well, it's kind of hard to make an impact when you're going up against the top-level FCW talent here.
Kruger looks smooth and calm. I think in his that exterior may tell one story that may not be accurate. Still think that Leo is can potentially a very aggressive individual, very dangerous man. He comes from a very dangerous environment in Johannesburg. I've been there a couple of times. It's some wonderful people, but some very, very dangerous areas.
Well, you know, JR, if you haven't noticed here on the back wall, Leo Kruger does have a banner on the back of this wall. He is a 2-time Florida heavyweight champion. And for Leo Kruger, again, looking to take that frustration out against Aiden English.
So we're in a situation here tonight, though, Chris, that Leo Kruger essentially, and at least psychologically, has got to start all over. He's hammering and just beating the heck out of Aiden English here in the corner, but Leo's in a situation where he's been the Florida heavyweight champion. He had an opportunity to become the #1 contender, and that didn't work for him. So figuratively, he's got to start over.
He's got to climb up that proverbial ladder all over again.
And that's one way you do that, you win. So for tonight, Leo Kruger is in a must-win situation as far as he is concerned in this match.
But hey, let's not sell Aiden English short here. I mean, somehow Aiden English can turn it all around and somehow upset Leo Kruger. Well, that would mean a whole heck of a lot for his career.
Well, certainly not selling Aiden English short, but English needs to understand what he's dealing with. A more experienced and more highly skilled individual than Aiden English is currently. There's nothing wrong with it. English is in great condition. He got a big heart, no doubt about that. But Kruger, I think, is still on a different level.
Well, at this point, almost looks like Kruger is toying with English. I mean, it wouldn't be surprised if Kruger could have taken out English maybe 2 minutes ago, but wants to take out maybe even more frustration. Take some sick pleasure out of this match.
Kruger's not going to take any unnecessary chances. He's going to maintain a methodical pace. He has not made any mistakes thus far. The backbreaker was perfectly done. Kruger with a bona fide mean streak. Somewhat of an elitist attitude, ladies and gentlemen. If you ever had the opportunity to talk to this young man, I think we should all be proud of our heritage and where we're from, but he pretty much believes that if you're not South African, you're really a lesser being.
Well, as well, you also look at someone like Justin Gabriel, who also was a Florida heavyweight champion, and Justin Gabriel is up on the main roster with the WWE. Leo Kruger feels that he should be up there right now as well.
Well, Leo just needs to worry about Leo, not Justin Gabriel or anybody else. As a matter of fact, specifically, he should worry about Aiden English, because English has got a lot to gain here too. English has got to get on the other side of that winning column. And right now, this match has been dominated by Leo Kruger. I expect Kruger to be on a WWE roster sooner than later. I don't know when, I don't know where. Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, but it's going to happen. Now, Aiden English is showing some flashes here of offense.
Hey, he knows that there are a lot of eyes watching here tonight. Oh my!
Nice spine buster.
Wow. That's how you stop somebody.
That's a little spine on the pine.
Oh, JR, look at this. Kruger sizing up English for his patented sleeper hold here.
Oh. And you're a savant. You have that crystal ball. Very good. You scouted that. Too bad that English didn't scout the sleeper. Who's tapping on it. Feels his oxygen supply.
Leo Kruger.
Being restricted, and English before he lost consciousness had enough wherewithal to tap out.
I just want to take another look here, JR. The tremendous impact of the spine busting. Look at it, so vicious, unbelievable. I mean, that just all sets up there for that sleeper hold. And good night, Aiden English.
Leo Kruger back on the winning trail. A very dangerous individual, highly skilled. He has been a Florida heavyweight champion. He says he will be there again. I think he will also make a stop this year on a WWE roster. That man is one that we should all keep our eye on. Leo Kruger, Johannesburg, South Africa.
You know, JR, I know we have our huge main event coming up here. Bo Rotundo against Seth Rollins, but coming up next, I mean, this is great. We've got a Florida Divas Championship match. Raquel Diaz defending her title against Paige. It's going to be a good one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before going to commercial break, joining us at ringside right now, certainly with a whole heck of a lot on his mind, Cassius Ohno.
Antonio Cesaro, my friend, you got here before I did, and I could have been bitter, I could have been jealous, but I was happy for you. Now you're a SmackDown superstar, and again, I was happy for you. But you walk around here with your purse like you are God's gift to professional wrestling, and you say that you're better than me. When you attack me from behind and you run away, the only thing you prove is that you're a liar and a coward. And now the only thing that'll make me happy is to knock you out. Cesaro, I am going to send you back to SmackDown with 2 black eyes and a mouthful of broken teeth.
The following contest is set for one fall and is for the SCW Divas Championship. Introducing first, the challenger, accompanied to the ring by Sophia Cortez. From Norwich, England, Paige.
Well, welcome back to Florida Championship Wrestling. JR, I'm surprised your speech. Actually, you know what? I am not surprised your speeches. I mean, look how beautiful and, yes, very talented these 2 anti-divas are. Paige and Sophia Cortez.
Paige on the left, and certainly the young lady from the United Kingdom, who actually began her training because her mother and father were both grapplers. She was 13 years of age. I wouldn't recommend that to the normal individual, but
And her opponent from El Paso, Texas, the reigning SCW Divas Champion, Raquel Diaz.
Well, I think think while Paige, started at a very young age, Raquel Diaz, this has been her birthright. This business and everything about it, I mean, since the day she was born. And yes, because of that, one of the many reasons why she stands tall as our FCW Divas champion.
Very controversial, narcissistic young woman, quite frankly.
Well, I don't always agree with her tactics. I will be the first one to say that, but nonetheless, she has had quite an impressive reign here in FCW.
There you see what these ladies are competing for, the SCW Divas Championship, a one-fall match. The champion there, Raquel Diaz, taking on UK's Paige.
I wouldn't be surprised if Paige can pull off the victory here to change the color of that title. Pink doesn't really suit her well. Raquel said as much.
Sophia Cortez at ringside. And the first cover of the match, created by the champion. There is Sophia Cortez from Puerto Rico. She has quite the mixed martial arts background, I understand.
Yes, absolutely, and she employs that masterfully, and working side by side with Paige, her fellow anti-diva, have caused quite a stir here in FCW.
Innovation. And effective use of the bottom ropes. Paige would like to become the Divas champion for many reasons, to promote her agenda. Man, Raquel Diaz showing amazing flexibility there inadvertently. And there's still to come, ladies and gentlemen, the match that we've talked about for a long time, many of us in WWE. Oh man, that's dangerous. Bo Rotunda challenging Seth Rollins for the Florida heavyweight title. It's going to happen here tonight. That is our main event, and that's why tonight is so special.
Now, Raquel Diaz, such a wonderful young woman, but someone placed a piece of tape over her mouth. I wouldn't complain.
There's a cover. I wonder what's going on in the between the beautiful eyes of Sophia Cortez, a very dangerous young lady at ringside with Paige. Paige, nice overhead slam, fall away slam.
Don't discount the strength here of Paige. Very versatile, both quick, agile, and strong.
I think our cameraman is enamored with Sophia Cortez. We have a cameraman like paparazzi following her relentlessly.
I mean, can you blame him, JR? I mean, look, beautiful.
No, I would go ahead and shoot the outsiders while there's a match going on. That's exactly.
Oh, my goodness. Look at the way that Raquel's being stretched out here by Paige.
Raquel can say, I quit or I give up. She can tap. And I am very surprised that Paige voluntarily broke that maneuver.
Much to the delight of Sophia on the outside. Paige still dominating this match.
In control. If this match ended now and had to be scored on points, the challenger would win it.
Well, unfortunately, Paige is not in the UK anymore, where they usually do have a point-based system. Well, this is not going to end well for one or both of these divas here.
Sunset flip off the top.
I think Raquel got just enough there of Paige to throw her off the top rope. Again, that piece of tape would be very helpful right
now. Little Guerrero magic. And a near fall by Raquel Diaz. Got a lot of ethnicities involved in this contest tonight.
WWE, FCW, very global enterprise here. Always trying to find the best talent around the world.
Three amigos.
Very nice shades of her late great father, Eddie Guerrero. Whoa, hold on a second.
Near fall created by Paige, is barely able to kick out, and now we see a little, maybe some ill intentions. I don't think that Sophia Cortez is looking for a place to sit.
Anti-divas and chairs don't get along very well, and now this is the point in time where Sophia, I don't know, causing some sort of distraction or something.
Sophia Cortez leaving that chair there for Paige to use, and Wait a minute.
Oh.
The champion's got the chair.
Bad intentions here by Raquel.
Referee detained on the outside. And
What? Did Raquel just knock herself out?
Raquel just tossed the steel chair. Instinctively, Paige caught it. The referee thinks Paige hit Raquel with it, and I think Paige has been disqualified.
That is awesome. You've got to hand it to Raquel. You might not like her, but, well, she has seemingly
Your
taken...
winner by disqualification and still FCW Divas Champion, Raquel Diaz.
JR, she's taken all the best traits of her father there, Eddie Guerrero. I think I've seen that before.
I think we call that lying, cheating, and stealing at one point in time. Young lady has learned well. The acorn did not fall far from the tree.
Can we take another look? Oh, there it is. Look at that. Look at Raquel, the devious look on her face, just to throw the chair instead at Paige and then fall down. It looks like it was Paige who knocked out Raquel. And Raquel retains via DQ. Very smart. Ladies and gentlemen, still to come, the biggest match in FCW history. Bo Rotundo looking to reclaim the Florida Heavyweight Championship for a third time against the reigning heavyweight champion, Seth Rollins. Don't go anywhere.
I can't believe I'm here. I'm Briley Pierce standing next to the Wall Street Wizard, the New York born and bred Colin friggin' Cassidy.
How you doing? Let's get to business here. Let's
All
go.
right, we got a couple new faces in FCW. Newcomer, a little on the weird side, a little creepy, Bray Wyatt.
Oh,
All right?
yeah, the guy gives me the heebie-jeebies. I gotta give it to you. He's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
He comes out here with that big Eli guy. It's like a freaking, what do we call it? Addams Family reunion. We got Lurch on the outside, Cousin It on the inside. What's going on
You got
here?
Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday walking through. I don't know what day of the week it
Yeah,
is.
I don't even know what's going on with this guy. He gives me the creeps, and, you know, I'd like to see him tone it down a bit, if you know what I mean. You got anybody else that's new here to the scene? Anything going on? How about
Oh,
this?
yeah, oh, no. Cassius Ono.
Oh, I know what you mean about this Cassius Ono guy. Let me tell you something. He's been doing this for so long. He walks around here like some type of hot shot. Let me tell you something. This guy looks like he should be laying tile in my kitchen, let alone getting in a wrestling ring, if you know what I mean.
All right,
This guy
okay.
thinks he's going to win a world title, Florida heavyweight title. Give me a break. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a little bit more of the FCW general manager. She's beautiful. Beautiful. Her name
You can't
is...
even spit it out. She's so beautiful.
She's so beautiful. Summer Rae. If it were up to me, it'd be summer break all year long, all right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, let me tell you something. She's made some good decisions. She's very good at her job. And she's a very good general manager also.
Yeah.
How about a little sidekick, little Rob Naylor, he calls himself, walking around here, woo, with his little iPad, oh, toot.
Rob Naylor. Yeah, I like to nail him to the floor, keep him still. That kid's so freaking hyper, it's like he got shocked by an electric chair, something like that.
Seen the outfits this guy's wearing? He looks like an Easter egg. He's got his pastel yellow, pastel blue. Let me tell you, this guy needs to take himself, go down the street to Men's Warehouse, get a new wardrobe, and take a hike. Get out of here, buddy.
The following contest is your main event, and for the Florida Heavyweight Championship.
It seems like in the last 3 weeks, this young man has been on a journey, a sojourn. The grandson of the WWE Hall of Famer Blackjack Mulligan, the nephew of the WWE Hall of Famer Barry Windham, his dad Mike Rotunda. This young man, Bo Rotunda, only 21 years of age, arguably the most popular superstar in FCW history, a former 2-time FCW champion. Is it his destiny, after winning the clear-cut #1 contendership slot, to become the Florida Heavyweight Champion again here tonight?
Well, Bo Rotundo and Destiny have met twice before, but the question is, can Bo court Destiny one more time?
The road to the FCW Heavyweight title runs through this man, Seth Rollins, a young man in his 20s who has had a worldwide wealth of experience. Many more matches under his belt than does Bo Rotunda. Rotunda's got that DNA, the heritage, but Rollins so proud of what he does for a living. So proud to be in the mix and the hunt, to be on a WWE roster. That this is an extremely important matchup with so many eyes of the WWE universe and hierarchy watching this contest.
You know, JR, you have arguably the most popular superstar in FCW history going up against arguably the most talented superstar in FCW history. And I'm actually a little sad that there can only be one winner, but that's what makes this great sport so awesome to watch. To see two superstars come together in a match like this.
Introducing first, the challenger. From Brooksville, Florida, weighing in at 230 pounds, Bo Rotundo. And his opponent from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 215 pounds, he is your current Florida heavyweight champion, Seth Rollins.
So the coveted Florida Heavyweight Championship will be decided in a one-fall match here and now. We are glad you are with us, ladies and gentlemen, here on FCW.
The penultimate prize right there. Can you feel the excitement in the air here? I mean, this is like our Yankees Red Sox, our Ali Frazier. I mean, this is like our John Cena versus The Rock WrestleMania match. And it's right here in the FCW arena.
I like that. Nice show of sportsmanship. Good class. Let's see if these men can maintain the civility in the face of competition as this match progresses. Remember, it's Rotunda's to win. Rotunda must beat Rollins by pinfall or submission to lead with the Florida heavyweight title, as a very stiff and firm collar and elbow tie-up ensues in the early going. A little mano-a-mano here, to both men feeling each other out, testing the strength, the will, the balance.
It's one of the many reasons why this championship matchup is going to be so awesome to watch. Seth Rollins is a fighting champion. Seth Rollins isn't going to scurry away or run away if it gets a little too hot in the kitchen. The way that Seth Rollins has been defending his Florida Heavyweight Championship, well, we're going to have one heck of a barn burner here, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice go behind by Rollins with a waist lock and a takedown. Rollins did not duck competition last week, taking on the powerhouse, the mountainous Big E Langston, in what was not an easy non-title matchup.
And you wonder if there is any ill effect still from that matchup against Big E Langston, but again, at the same time, this will be Bo Rotundo's third match in as many weeks. So is Bo Rotundo at 100%?
Well, WWE officials will look at that and say, well, that's the workload and the travel schedule of a WWE superstar is very daunting. So these men are under the microscope in many areas. How they perform in a high-profile match such as this, and a nice counter reversal by Rollins. Rollins again with the experience advantage, especially internationally, as Rotunda countered with the head scissors, but Rollins quickly broke it. So neither man thus far, ladies and gentlemen, has been able to gain any and sustain any noticeable advantage.
Well, these two superstars have actually never met in the ring before. I found that very interesting. Never in singles, never in tag action. So again, they're still trying to feel each other out because, well, they've never been up against one another before.
They've seen each other a lot. They're been around these live events throughout the state of Florida where they both have been on the card. They're very familiar with each other, even though this is the first time they've actually wrestled one-on-one. And Rotunda trying to use some amateur skills to gain an advantage. That was countered again. So what we're seeing here is Rotunda being somewhat of the aggressor, but Rollins being the better counter wrestler thus far. That's the story, at least at this point, that is unfolding, as we'll see how it progresses again. We're looking for one fall from either of these men or a submission, specifically from Rotunda, who can't win by disqualification or count out.
You look at both of these superstars, and you've got to believe sooner than later, both of these young men will be in the WWE one day. But right now, their ultimate goal here is to either win or retain the Florida Heavyweight Championship.
Nice roll up and the roll through by Rotunda. Nice instincts by Rotunda, and a back suplex, perfectly done. A counter by Rollins. Rollins looking to finish it, and got a lateral press, what resulted in another near fall.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this epic match, which one of these two superstars will come out on top in this Florida Heavyweight Championship match? We'll find out as FCW rolls on. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the main event, Florida Heavyweight Championship on the line. Seth Rollins right now in control against former heavyweight champion Bo Rotundo.
And Rollins is still countering. Rollins with a series of outstanding and just unbelievable kicks during the commercial break as the action continued. Again, we're in a one-fall situation. The Florida Heavyweight Championship is at stake. The champion is the man with that figure four headlock on Bo Rotunda. Rotunda's only 21, ladies and gentlemen. Started training in FCW right out of high school when he was 18.
Oh, nice roll up there. Ooh. And for Bo Rotundo, well, once again.
Here we go.
Some quick action here developing, but for Bo Rotundo, the last time he held Florida Heavyweight Gold, he had to forfeit it due to an injury sustained at the hands of Leo Kruger. So you know Bo Rotundo is chomping at the bits for another opportunity to become the first ever three-time Florida Heavyweight Champion.
Rotunda building momentum, tried for a bulldog. It was countered. Whoa. Rollins looking for a super kick. It was countered. But we're seeing the pace quicken here. Men are getting more familiar and comfortable. And that was a thunderous bulldog headlock by Seth Rollins. Excuse me, I'm getting excited here.
I can tell.
By Bo Rotunda.
Uh-oh, maybe setting up here. Watch out, Rollins. Whoa, my.
Oh, man, Rollins caught Rotunda. Going right through the ropes. Rollins, you know, we talked about Rollins and Big E Langston a week ago in that lower back. I detected something there in the lower back of Seth Rollins that may have tweaked that, but the other story is the fact that Rotunda was caught by a striking blow, maybe a clothesline or a forearm, maybe the fist, I couldn't quite tell, going out of the ring in that baseball slide-like maneuver. Very unorthodox exchange is the long and the short of that situation.
Bo Rotunda better watch out on the outside.
And Rollins with a suicide dive that's head first, and Rollins, for a guy that may have an injured back at the hands of Big E Langston.
As we take another look here, you know Seth Rollins loves to join the party on the outside there, a suicide dive. And now both superstars are on the outside, and they might both be counted out.
And if they are both counted out, obviously Rollins retains the championship, and this will be a sad way to end this contest that everyone has eagerly anticipated. Rotunda starting to maneuver toward the ring. They have a 10 count to work with here.
Uh-oh, dangerously close there. The referee almost at 9. Oh, somebody better get in.
Ooh. And both men in at 9, so the match will continue, but what shape are both the champion Rollins and the #1 contender Rotunda in at this point in time in the matchup?
Oh, missed the curb stop, and Bo misses the spear.
Nice counter by both sides.
Oh, Avada Kedavra.
And what a shot. Big time shot.
Set mine out.
Could be over.
Set mine out. My. JR, take another look at the kick right there, connecting with the Avada Kedavra. I thought it was all over right there.
We saw the impact. We saw the results. Rollins himself cannot believe the fact that dominating and powerful kick did not pin young Bo Rotunda. But again, you have to ask yourself at home, ladies and gentlemen, how much longer can the 21-year-old from Brooksville, Florida last?
This is an absolute battle of attrition, ladies and gentlemen. Nice.
The educated feet of Seth Rollins is going to work.
Maybe a curb stop here, Bo.
Oh, Rotunda counters, caught. What's he gonna do? Rollins trying to fight out of it and does. Oh, man, both heads cracking together. You hear the smack of the skulls. And again, both the champion Rollins and Bo Rotunda, the #1 contender for the Florida title, down.
At this point, it's who wants it more. No one has ever questioned the heart of these two competitors, but at this point, someone has got to dig deeper than the other.
We're sort of looking at two future WWE stars. It's just a matter of not if, but when these two are called up at some point in time. And the outcome of this match could certainly dictate and influence that decision. Rollins at a tough spot on top.
High risk and yet high reward here for somebody.
Tough for the champion to allow himself to get this position. It may cost him the championship as Rotunda's trying to go for a suplex off the top. Rollins fighting. Rollins knows he's in jeopardy, obviously. Doesn't take the class valedictorian to figure that one out.
My heart is absolutely pounding here.
Headbutts.
Edge of my seat. Who's gonna?
You can tell the guy's got experience and toughness when they use 3 headbutts in a row. Especially at this point in time in the match. That man Rollins is a tough dude, let me tell you. He's a little bit bleary-eyed right now. I know Dusty Rhodes is watching at home. He knows what bleary-eyed means.
Oh, and if Rollins hits this on Bo! Oh, my.
Oh, look at great adjustment by Rollins landing on his feet. And
the spear! The spear! We have a new champion, JR!
Rotunda hit his ace move. The spear landed. We'll come back and look, take another look. You see, it was perfectly done. Couldn't have been done any better. But the will of Seth Rollins is the difference in that maneuver. There's nothing wrong with the spear, ladies and gentlemen. It is a devastating maneuver that will break one in half. That's Rollins' guts and his will. He willed himself out of that pinning predicament to save the Florida heavyweight title.
How much does Rollins have left at this point? Maybe wisely whether...
And now Rotunda is breaking the referee's count because Rotunda knows he cannot win this match on a countout. We can check the gas gauges later, but the bottom line is that Rotunda knows he's got to get the champion back into the ring for Rotunda to win the title. So now Rollins is back where Rotunda wanted him, in the ring. And look at the fetal position that Rollins has found himself in the center of the ring.
Oh,
inside
possum!
Inside cradle. I don't think he was playing possum. I think he was just instinctive in reaching up and finding what was there, and that was the inside cradle. And, oh, man. Bo missed the spear.
That was the curb stomp.
Hit the turnbuckle. The curb stomp drives Rotunda's face right into the canvas, and this is the opportunity that Rollins may only get once in this match. The time is now. Can he hold him down? There's the count.
He kicked out.
Somehow, some way, Bo Rotunda wills his way back into this championship matchup.
We take another look here at this curb stomp, the impact, and yet Bo Rotundo still kicks out. I've never seen anyone kick out of this spear. I've never seen anyone kick out of the curb stomp, and yet both of these superstars have kicked out of each other's finishers.
It's all about the passion, the adrenaline rush, the places that these men are able to take themselves in a match of this importance, this significance, with so much riding on it. The Florida heavyweight title, scouts in WWE looking on, global television audience in one form or another.
Shots back and forth here. Who wants it more?
Both men trading. Both men still somehow standing. Hard shots. Breaking down into a barroom brawl like a Scooby on a Saturday night, and that enziguri came out of nowhere. Oh, Rotunda's momentum took him right into Rollins.
What is Rollins going to do here? Oh.
Rollins sends Rotunda back into the turnbuckle for that power slam position.
Oh, man. Brain buster.
It's got to be it.
It is.
Amazing.
Here's your winner and still Florida heavyweight champion, Seth Rollins.
I'm going to tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, that was one hell of a wrestling match. That match could have been won by either man. That's not being cliche. It's only being truthful.
You see the end results here. Both superstars are absolutely spent. As we take a look here at the finish, Rollins picking up Bo Rotunda after throwing him into the corner, and they do a brainbuster-like pinning combination here. Very unorthodox, but by any means necessary there, JR, to pick up the victory.
Go back and look at this match in so many ways, in so many forms. It was like a FCW this week, a real hour of highlights, and a match that we'll be talking about for a long time as far as technical expertise. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, the champion is still Seth Rollins. Bo Rotunda still on the hunt. And what a night.
Ladies and gentlemen, it might not look like it right now, but Seth Rollins still standing tall, perched atop the FCW mountain, still the Florida Heavyweight Champion.
Until next week, then, this would be Gordon Solie saying so long from the Sunshine State.